For petrolheads with a thing for Americana, this really is one of the greatest shows on the planet. For a long weekend in July, this airfield outside the southern Swedish town of Västerås is transformed as an incredible 20,000 cars descend on a site covering 5 square kilometres.
I'm a bit overwhelmed by it, really. 59 Impala, I've seen probably 40 of those in the last hour.
People come from all over the world to be here, because there's not just the popular classics, but really rare cars too.
Any year of any model of American car you can think of, you will see at least one here. But the weird thing is when you see a car that's rare, you suddenly see a dozen of them. Mid to late 50s Cadillacs are really rare cars, even in the USA, really. I've seen so many 50s Cadillacs at this event in Västerås. It's amazing. That's a rare car. Dodge Coronet 500 convertible, that's really rare.
To find out just why there's such a strong love for old American automobiles in Sweden, I had a chat with one of the show's organisers, Eric, a man who loves these cars so much he owns 11 and keeps them in a heated garage.
It actually goes back already to the 50s and 60s when we had, since Sweden were not involved in the war, we had quite a good economy here. And so they imported a lot of American cars.
How did this show start and grow to such a massive monster?
It started like 35 years ago, and it was just on a small, tiny ground with maybe like 50, 100 cars. Nobody would dream of the proportion that is taken until now.
That's a Chrysler 300, this convertible, this black convertible. This is arguably what started the whole idea of a performance muscle car. The Americans did so many wacky things in the 50s with cars, but look, this is the gearbox. It's called a push-button auto, so no levers at all. It's just amazing, isn't it? There's this word that I've heard called raggare. Is it raggare?
Yeah, raggare.
Now, tell me what that is.
That goes back late 50s and 60s. It was people that started, they draw American cars. They were not so sissy about the paint job or whatever. As long as the car ran, that was the thing.
It's sort of like an outlaw, really.
Yeah.
It's sort of intentional vandalism, if you like. This, I think it's a 68 Impala.
Nowadays, people say, oh, such a nice raggarbil, but they mean such a nice old American car. But I mean, a raggarbil is actually a beat-up car.
But the thing is, although it's been kicked about and someone's jumped on the roof, you can see from down here, it's actually got really good running gear. Someone spent money on the brakes, the wheels. So underneath, it's probably got a decent motor in it, but they've kept the thing looking completely nasty. It is really nasty.
But not all of the cars have the roughed-up raggare look. One of the highlights of Power Big Meat is the prestigious competition where flawless cars are critiqued on the quality of their restoration. I'm joining the esteemed panel of judges, and as an owner of a 1968 Dodge Charger, hopefully I'm qualified.
Each judge has a specific job. So one judge does engines, one judge does undercarriage, one judge does interior, paint.
I'll be paired up with veteran judge Leif to help him analyse the paint and the chrome. Our first car was a classic drag racer. It's based on an old Volvo, but it does have a particularly loud 7.4 litre American V8.
So this is all hand-painted, sign writing?
Brushed so you can see the strokes.
Yeah.
With the brush.
It's a shame the sun's not out. You wouldn't be able to, you can't appreciate the gold and the orange and the flame. What would you give it? I'd probably give the paint 7.
Yeah.
For standard production cars, Leif pays attention to the tiniest of details. Even subtle evidence of repair work means the car gets marked down.
And the pinch weld, they're crimped around.
Yeah.
It looks like a fiberglass door, so that's a minus right away.
Right.
Why did he do that?
Yeah.
Is it rust there, or why did he cover it?
Yeah.
So you don't see the edge on the metal.
Yeah.
It's a nice car, but all those small things makes it a 3.
Yeah. When you look down the side of this quarter panel, it's like a hammered finish. They call that orange peel.
It's the sign of a cheap respray, which doesn't go down well with us on the judging panel. This scored just 3 out of 10.
The attention to detail here is amazing. Although they might have repainted it, look We've got the reproduction sticker back in there.
Most of the cars were immaculate, although some were entered purely because of their historical importance.
The reason was the Swedish king owned it.
Really? This was owned by the King of Sweden?
Yeah.
Really?
That's why he drove it up here.
That's fantastic.
4 hours and over 50 cars later, there could only be one winner, a 1970 Plymouth Barracuda. Its no expense spared approach winning it 49 out of 50 points. Incredible.
You get a lot of that here. Just the sound of amazing V8s. It's just never boring. I'm driving home in a Vauxhall Insignia diesel with stop-start. It's gonna be quite depressing.